Hey everyone, my name is Wizu,
And this is Falconic.
and today we're going to be looking at a beginner's guide to Dragons of Atlantis, Heirs of Dragons on the Dragon Age servers. And to start off, we're just going to say the first thing to do when you get on the server is to join an alliance. The reason you want to join an alliance is for the extra minute speed up. So in Dragon Age servers, when you let me find a building here that I can speed up because I pretty much sped up everything. So let's say on this building here, I can't do anything. Okay. On right here. Oh, I see what's going on. I have something building. So you see here how I have free speed up on the bottom right. So if I click on that, since I have 5 minutes speed up, so we'll talk about that in just a little bit. So at the beginning, when you first go in, you get a speed up for 3 minutes for your buildings or any upgrades, except for researches. And when you join Alliance, it gives you an extra minute, so that's 4 minutes extra speed up. So you want to get that right off the bat, so you can advance as fast as possible. So yeah, like I said, it's I have 5 minutes because I spent money. So if you do spend money in the game, you do get that 5th minute. So it's good to spend money just for that extra minute if you want, and it also transfers over from other realms that you've played before.
So, anyways, the next thing that we're going to look at is the number of homes that you should probably think of having. So, right there, Wizu on his screen, he has 6 homes, which is pretty much like the max that you want for now. Because population, you can use it for training and for getting gold. The more population you have, the more gold you're going to get. And every single resource spot takes some population away. So right there, because they took away the glitches, which is something we're going to explain later on, you need to actually start making your own resources. And as you can see there, the higher level the resource plot is, the more population it's going to take. You still want to have some population left over to start training some stuff. So anyways, I recommend 3 to 6 homes personally, because you're going to get the best advantage like that.
Okay, and next thing you want to do after building your homes, you don't have to build them all right away, but at least set out some plots for your homes right away. And after that, you see I have all these one-off buildings. So your research center is already there when you start, but you have your rookery here, then followed by your factory. Sorry. Then I have my storage vault, sentinel beside it. Okay, so yeah, so down here I have also my metalsmith. Oops, click on the wrong one, but you see it right here, my metalsmith. And you want to do all these buildings right away. So yeah, so down here, your metalsmith, you're gonna have to upgrade it so you can upgrade your metallurgy in your researches. Yeah, so also your rookery here is for your rapid deployment. So you want one of each of these buildings, and you want to get it right off the bat. And Falconic is gonna talk to you guys about what not to build.
So the one thing that you don't want to build, because you want to build one of every single building, but you don't want to get the theater. The reason why is the theater, it can be useful, because the thing is, if you go to taxes real quick,
Which mine are set to 0.
yeah,
I don't
so
need no gold.
zero gives you the max amount of population that you can have for training, but the problem is that you don't get any gold. The most efficient ratio is to go to 50, and that gives you the most population and the most it gives you the most amount of money that you can have. Other than that, you're not going to get enough gold. But the thing is, with the theater, every single level, I'm not sure how much it increases the capacity, but you can you can raise your tax level by 1 or 2 per level extra, so that you don't lose any population. So you can go up to like 58, 60 or something tax with that theater. But the thing is, for the plot that you're going to use, like using that one spot for a theater, it's not useful. It's better to just use it for a garrison to train faster and have more troops.
All right, so the next thing you want to build is the thing I just put to build an extra level is your storage vault. And now the storage vault is very important, as in this realm, this kind of realm, the Dragon Age realm, there's no way to hide your wall. So if you get attacked, you have to fight. And if you go down to a much bigger player, say you're just starting in an older realm, and players are very big, farming smaller players, well, your realm or your storage vault is going to protect a lot of resources. So you see, if we go in the description here, you could at the level I am right now, at level 5, I could store up to 250 resources of each type. And you see as you go up, it goes by 50,000 each level. And as you can see, I'm way below that right now, except for in food. But we'll talk about that in a minute, how I got that. But as you can see, my production is very low, so it's going to take a long time before I get to 250,000. But with having a high level storage vault, if somebody attacks me and I have less than that, they're not going to get any resources, just a waste of troops for them. And ultimately, I come out on top with more glory points, and just funner that way. You know, you don't want to lose your resources early on.
Well, also it's just like if you get 0, then you actually have something, some kind of a set amount of resources you can use to heal up to start again.
Look at that! I got a free thing, and the next thing I'm gonna build is not that. I clicked on that by accident.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, if it doesn't want to kick me out, I'm just gonna upgrade it. There you go.
Okay. So, the next thing that we're gonna talk about is that you need to build resources early, because before, in the other Dragon Age realms, before that Gaia took over, because Kabam merged with Gaia, I don't really know what happened, but I'm pretty sure they sold it off to Gaia, but they're still helping in some ways. But anyways, they took away the glitches, and that was that before you could attack an inactive city and you'd get a set amount of resources for like a couple days, and you could just keep on farming that inactive city, and you got a lot of resources. But then they took that away, which means that now everyone needs to somehow make their own resources. So right off the bat, you need to really start working on your resources. But the thing is, it recommends you to get 3 farms. You need at least 1 to get if you go to your researches, because the farm gives you the first one, agriculture, the first research, which is agriculture, which in itself gives you medicine later on, because you need to upgrade the agriculture to get medicine, and medicine is one of the most important researches later on. So you need to really get 1 to 3 farms, not more than that, because you're going to farm your food from Anthropus camps, and the rest I would recommend actually going for a split like ratio, like exactly 1 per 1 per 1, depending on what you want to do, because you're going to use most of the resources anyways. You're going to use the lumber for speed and the range troops and so on. So it's just better to just have an equal amount of resources.
Yeah, exactly. So also a thing to remember when you're starting off, if this is the first time that you're playing Dragons of Atlantis and you're making a new account from scratch, you've never played any other realm, when you make an account, you get a free 100 rubies just for signing up for an account. And we should talk about what you should do with these rubies. Now, there's a lot of offers. If you go here, there's all sorts of offers, and you see in resources, you might think, oh, I don't have many resources, even though they give you an extra 80,000 when you start. But there's also extra resources, and you're like, oh, I might buy that. You know, it's a good deal, 250,000 gold, sorry, for 44 rubies. But what you should think of doing is either holding on to it for now and seeing what you want to do with it later, maybe buy some charted warps or something like that. Or what I recommend is going over here to General in your item shop and then going down to the expansion. Now you see, I got a deal at the beginning of my realm, which is let me buy 50 plus 50 rubies on a special deal for $5. So I went and bought a Nightshade expansion, which is what I recommend to do when you first get in, and you get the 100 rubies. The expansion slots now, I'll just show you. So up here, when you expand on the Water Dragon, you get all the slots unlocked right away. But when you start going to the Nightshade, now I can't go to it just because I don't have it, and I'm not even going to bother with that. But when you get on the island, you get a certain amount of slots, but they block off some of it with like a white fog.
Half of it.
Yeah, basically half of the island is blocked off with the white fog. And what that does by unlocking the expansion is it opens up the rest of the island, so you could build more garrison, build more pool. So it's definitely something, if you're planning on playing this for in the long run, that's definitely what you want to do, because you want to have as many spots to train as quickly as possible and to have as many troops as possible in the pools when you do attack somebody or you do get attacked. So definitely just look out for the better deals. If there is a good deal that comes up, buy that. And spend it definitely if you have 100 rubies on these expansions. As you see, I live in Canada, so the prices are going to be different for if you're in the United States, but that's a $12 offer that you just been given for having a new account. So definitely cherish that $12. Don't spend it on something stupid. Spend it on an island, and in the long run, you'll be really good.
But you don't need to spend it. We're not saying that you need to spend in the game, but obviously it is a somewhat pay to win game. You can still do good without spending anything, but
This is the free island they're giving you for like a $12 initiative for downloading the game and making an account. So use it wisely. If you don't want to spend, then make sure you use the rubies you get wisely.
yeah, exactly. So the next thing we're going to look at is the researches. So the one research that I would really recommend off the bat is the levitation. What that does gives you for each level gives you a construction speed decrease by 10%, which is very, very, very useful for your 5-minute speed up from the free speed up. And it also decreases all your time, so which means you can build faster, you have more levels and so on, you can train faster, you have more room, you can, and everything. Like, it's just so much better to level it up quickly.